to notice this whenever you go for shopping next time. Just spend 5 minutes time right outside the trial room and observe people. I have seen how at least 10 people who get inside, 9 of them or 10 on 10 of them, they come out and they show it to somebody, their family or friends, and they say, is this okay for me? Everyone does it in India. Because again, like I said, it's a cultural phenomenon. The reason why a mirror is given in the dressing room is that you see yourself. And why would you need somebody else to see and say whether it is okay or not? So encourage a behavior. The next time when you take your child for shopping, tell your child, look at yourself in the mirror. If you like that person, if you really think that you feel good about this dress, then we're buying it for you as a parent. You really don't need a parent's validation to know whether this dress is good or not. Sometimes what I do is I do buy things for my daughter, though I don't like them. I still buy it because she says I like it. And that's exactly what they need is they need to know whether they like it or not. It's not necessary or important that parents need to like what their children choose. Of course, you don't want them to choose something which is harmful or which is going to harm them. You definitely don't want to do that. I'm going to talk about few things which will help you become emotionally strong. First, connect with yourself. Even if you're a teenager or if you're in your barely 20s, 30s, or even in middle age, I want you to ask yourself, who are you? Not the gender, male or female, but who are you? What are your values? What are your belief system? What are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? This is not an HR interview, but it's an interview with yourself. It'll help you know you better. Sometimes people just don't know what they want. It is also okay to shift your feelings and shift your emotions over a period of time. Let's say you liked white when you were a teenager, and now you are in your 20s or 30s, and suddenly you started to like black. And it happens. That's called a shift in your choices or shift in the way you like things or shift in your favorite things. And that's totally cool. The self-connection. You need to connect with yourself. You need to ask yourself, are you happy? If you're not happy, what is it you're not happy with? Is it people? Is it places? Is it an experience you've had? Is it about that one person who consistently bothers you? Is it about your job? Is it about where you are with life? Is it about the relationships in your life? Ask yourself. And it's time that you accept what makes you happy and what does not. To ask, whatever you're doing, why are you doing it? Is it because it brings you happiness? Or are you doing this because everybody around is doing it? Are you doing it to impress someone? Are you doing this to look cool? Or are you doing it because it will bring you happiness? It will make you content. It will make you satisfied in life. What is it? Before doing anything, you need to ask this question to yourself. Why are you doing it? And when you get an answer, accept it. What are you good at? What are you not good at? Know who you are. Sometimes there are people who say, oh, I have fear of heights. It's because you know who you are. The more you know who you are, the intelligenter you're going to become. When you make choices, you precisely know what you are. For example, let's say you want to go for a holiday. And there is a person I know that he has phobia of water. But then he booked a vacation, a very expensive vacation to a beach. And when he came back, he spent a lot of money for that. He spent a lot of money for that vacation. And I still remember when he came back from this vacation, he said, how I feel that I wasted so much money for this vacation and I was looking forward to it. And when I asked him a few questions, he said, no, I don't like water. I have water phobia. So if you do not know who you are, now it's fine if he was ready for a new experience. There's nothing wrong with booking a vacation beachside when you don't like water. That's fine. But at this stage, you should know that you are going to experience something new. You are looking forward to an experience which you never thought you will have. Self-reflection. One of the most important things to do. Yet a lot of people fail to do this. And I have seen this happening with people in their 30s, 40s, and even 50s. People don't understand what self-reflection can do. It will help you in understanding an experience than just experiencing it. When people understand, why am I experiencing this? Or what am I doing in this situation? Why am I in this situation? You understand why you're doing something. Whether you want to do this again or not. Whether you like doing this or not. So self-reflection is a major part of any person who likes to be independent. Practice self-control. There's nothing new. We all know that we should practice self-control, and self-control is a good thing to do in life. I see a lot of people talking to me about alcohol dependency. Now, when I say practice self-control, it's not about you trying to cut off alcohol completely. What you can do is, one of the advices I usually give people is this: if you have, say, 2 glasses of alcohol every week, try and cut it to 1.5 for the next 2 months. And then try to cut it to 1 glass for the next 2-3 months, till the time you get used to that quantity. And then slowly, gradually, you're going to cut that off. Not that you're going to completely remove it, because then only your brain is waiting for that time to finish, because you know you're going to get it. Unless you know what you want, when you practice self-control, you will have no limitations of what you want. How many pairs of shoes do you want? Is it you go by color? Is it you go by brand? Is it that you want to buy everything which is advertised? Or is it that my favorite actor wore those shoes, so I need them? Recognize your needs and prioritize your well-being. You need to understand this. Again, this is very, very sensitive. I want you to understand that unless you are happy, unless you are satisfied with life, unless you are peaceful in life, you can never give peace to anyone. You can never give happiness to anyone. It is you who is important, and then a version of you which gets extended in every relationship you have. Let's say I am Sharon, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a friend. So unless I, as Sharon, I'm happy with myself, I am peaceful with myself, I can never be a peaceful and happy daughter, wife, mother, sister, friend. A lot of people think that if I keep my family happy, that will give me happiness. Of course, to a certain level it does. But not at the cost of you trying to suppress all your happiness for them. Because eventually that will make you depressed. And if you are depressed, it will affect your health. And that will bring sickness. So don't just compromise everything which will make you happy for people around you and then say that I'm happy. If you think that family is my priority, then do things which show that family is priority. Learn to decide for yourself. Of course, we all need some help. I take some kind of guidance from others. But when it comes to decision making, I decide for myself. Never let other people decide for you. Never let other people decide what you have to eat, what you have to wear, where you have to go, which job you have to take, what are your goals, where do you want to go in life, where do you want to become, unless you're a parent and your child really needs your guidance. But if you're an adult, why would you need someone else to do that? Of course, let's say you're in a relationship. You are talking to your partner because you have mutual goals. In that situation, it is fine. But let's say you have to go for shopping and you have to pick a t-shirt or you have to pick a dress. Why would you need to discuss about what dress color you have to pick up unless you're attending a wedding and you need to match the color? Don't stop yourself from thinking that if I do this, I will end up making a mistake. If you make a mistake, you'll learn from your mistake, and next time make sure you don't commit the same mistake. You can do better. You can take this experience, learn from it, and maybe you will do something else. But never be afraid to try something just because you know that you will fail or you would regret this experience, or just because you do not know what this experience is going to bring to you, you will never even attempt to have. Another very important thing to do is time and again, try to ask feedback with people around you. Again, am I doing better? Am I doing good? Am I doing okay? Do you think I can improve something? Always remember that there could be some abilities you have which you are not able to recognize, but people around you recognize. So when I say take feedback, I'm not asking you to take permissions. I'm just asking you to take a feedback and take a soft feedback. Now, when you take feedback, you need to be very honest and you need to be prepared of whatever people will tell you, that you have to accept it. Now, whether you do something about it or not, that's your choice. But when you know about a feedback, think about it. Ask questions to that person. If a person is observing something in you and they are saying that, hey, you know what, I think you are so-and-so, you are like this. You need to ask that person, why do you think so? What makes you say that I'm a person like this? Is it about an experience? Is it about multiple experiences you've had with me? Do you think if I improve in this area, then this experience is going to be better? So you need to ask questions, ask feedback, especially with your loved ones. There's nothing wrong with asking feedback. Take responsibility in life. Take initiative. Don't wait for someone to come and tell you all the time of what you have to do. If you really have to go to gym, start working out. If you really have to go to your yoga classes, go to the yoga classes. If you really need to lose weight, start losing weight. Take initiative. If you really want to start your own business, do things which will help you Go in that direction instead of waiting for someone to give you permission all the time, especially after you become an adult. It is unfortunate that someone has to push you all the time. Another very important thing to do is be a part of solution, not the problem. I see so many people around me, they always focus on the problem. Dwayne Johnson, was also known as The Rock, he said, if you focus on shit, the shit grows. If you focus on you, you will grow. So when there is a problem, try to focus on the solution. If there is a problem, what are the solutions I have? What solution will help me the best to fix this problem? Don't just focus on the problem and say, oh, there is a problem, she's the problem, he is the problem. He always tries to do this to me. He always tries to do this to me. She always creates issues. She always fights with problems. Will be there all our lives. They will be there. Problems are inevitable part of our life. But what is the solution? Always make sure that you know what solutions you have. So develop problem-solving skills. Very important. Problem-solving skills and decision-making skills. These two skills are very, very important for you. And the more you do it, the more you get better at it. So try solving problems. Try making or taking your own decision from today. If you really want to be independent and if you think that you have dependency proneness, is number one, if you're working in a corporate office or corporate, if you're a part of corporate, most of the corporates these days have employee assistance program, which is EAP, where they have a set of psychologists, counselors. You can set up an appointment with them and speak to them about the challenges you have, and they will help you with sorting or helping you empower with the skills you need to solve those issues for yourself. If you do not have EAP program, you can schedule an appointment with a counselor. You can schedule, you can see a psychologist, and preferably face-to-face. I suggest people to have a face-to-face appointments unless it's inevitable, and speak to them about what are the experiences which are bothering you in life. What is that which is holding you to be the best you can, whether it is in your personal life, in your career, in your goals, in your family life. Now, becoming independent is not a one-day job. It's a process and it takes. You should be willing to experience change. You need to be willing to know that you will transform when you become independent. Live a bigger and a better life, a great life, instead of settling for something you think you deserve. If you think that, no, I'm okay to live a mediocre life. I'm okay to live a mediocre life. I don't need a great life. I'm okay with whatever life I have. Really think that if it is a short time issue and if it is just about one or two experiences and if it'll pass, then it's fine. A counselor will carefully examine and analyze your situation and give the best options. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed. See you in my next video.